Hello. So I just got back from work. I have been wanting to make these fall candles for a few days now, but I've been so busy. So I finally have a little bit of time in between cooking dinner and dropping my kids off at their after school sports, and I pulled out all my candle making supplies and I thought, hey, why don't I make a video and show you guys how I make my candles. So I was excited this year. So typically I do my gift boxes and I have just like one of the tin candles that I put in the gift box because they're not that big. But I decided since I'm already making candles, I wanted to make some fall candles. So I got these beautiful amber jars. And I love amber. To me, it's a beautiful, warm fall color without being too strong and orangey. So I love a little amber in my house. I don't mind a little amber candle. I have my organic soy wax that I use for my candles. I picked doing an organic soy wax just because I'm sensitive sometimes with regular candles. The parabens and stuff kind of get to me, they give me a headache. So these, it burns really clean and it's a natural ingredient. So I picked my scents and I'm gonna be doing a pumpkin buttercream candle. It's a pumpkin spice with buttercream, so it's got a nice undertone. It smells so yummy, but it's got like a vanilla, kind of a caramel, a warm, yummy undertone. And I just love that apple spice, that kind of fall scent. So I'm also doing a batch in that fragrance. All right, let's get started. Okay, so I have this little pot that I usually melt my wax in, but I use the double broiler method. So I have another pot on the stove already that's boiling water. And then I put this into the pot because I don't want this to get too hot. I just want the wax melted up to a certain degree, but I don't want it burning or anything like that. So I already pre-filled this. You can see these are like the wax flakes and it's really easy to work with. Now, as you can see, this is full to the brim, but as the wax melts, it'll go down and I'll keep adding it until I have a full one of these because I know one of these is gonna make 5 candles and I wanna do 5 candles in one batch. As you can see, the wax is sort of melting down. And it definitely gets less. So I'll probably have to add a little bit more because I want to do one full container like this. Okay, as you can see, the wax is all melted now. So we just need to take our thermometer and we want to see how hot it is. So you can see it's like 154, 58. I want to get it up to 180 because that's the best temperature for the fragrance to combine well with the wax. You want to get it up hot enough so the fragrance molecules can really blend in with the wax. So I have 2 apple fragrances. So one is an apple maple bourbon, which has a really sweet kind of maple undertone, which is almost too sweet for me. And then I have an apple harvest, which is very crisp apple. So I'm kind of thinking of mixing the 2 together. And I just took a little scent stick and I dipped, well, I did it in the lid. I dipped in one fragrance and the other to see if combined, I don't know, I kind of like it. It's not as sweet as the maple bourbon on its own, and it's still got a really crisp apple, but it does have almost a little bit of a sugary undertone. So we'll see. All right, I wanted to show you this other thing. So there's a lot of science behind how much fragrance oil you mix into the wax, and I showed you earlier that you have to get it up to a certain temperature for them to bind together. But after doing all the mathy science myself, I've come to a very easy recipe, and basically it's one of these wax pots for 1 ounce of fragrance. So I just buy these in 1 ounces, and every time I make a batch, I just do the same thing, and they turn out great. All right, so we got it up to the 180 or a little bit past that, which is good because when we turn the stove off, it's gonna go down a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and add our fragrance oil in, and then the most important part is you just gotta keep stirring it. All right, so I have my jars prepped. I put my wick in, and then I use one of these to hold the wick upright, and then I'm gonna pour the wax in. My daughter just got home and she said the whole house smells like a pumpkin buttercream candle, so I'm super happy. That means I'm gonna have. All right, I got some of the candles here. I still need to cut the wicks. All right, here's the finished product. All right, the candles are done and they're burning. So these are soy wax candles. So they have a little bit more of a subtle hot throw. It's not too overpowering or overwhelming. It doesn't give you headaches. No, it's paraben free. So that's why I like to use the organic soy wax. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and happy fall.